Hey, I want to go over what changes with Northern Sky Ray tools in Midnight, so you know what to expect. First of all, obviously the weak aura tab is gone, and the external tab is also gone because there's no way to communicate between clients mid-combat anymore. At least like no intended way. There might be workarounds, but not using those. And then what stays is, I mean, the general tab is pretty empty now, but you still have your DTS options here, which will be used in other features, so you can still customize that. Nickname still stays, although obviously I have to, like, this isn't updated yet to whatever add-ons there will be available for raid frames. It works for Blizzard nicknames, as you can see on my monk here. I have it set up. Both characters showing with the same name, even though my monk is obviously not called Relo. And yeah, this will, I don't know. I'll have to update this eventually whenever the add-ons actually come out properly. I think API will stay the same, but we'll see. Version checking, there's, I mean, no add-on, no weak hour version check here still, but if you wanna, for some reason, version check any of these, that's still there. Setup manager, I wanna add more here, but yeah, it's kind of the lowest priority. There's one new thing, just quickly showing this. It's enabled by default. When you're looking at the raid here, or you are making a primo, like a group finder group here, and it's only active when you're in a raid, not in a group. You can see like which buffs you're missing and stuff, right? And you can, like, right now, let's say, yeah, it's thinking because I'm missing Mark of the Wild because I'm in group 5. When I switch to flex rate, it knows, okay, hey, I'll consider everything up to group 6. And you can disable it here if you want it gone as well. Then proper new features, like the reminder tab, you see a lot of stuff here. It's like the main idea is it's the replacement of, like, a lot of people use the Kase weak aura to like read MRT nodes from WoW utils, like this website, right? And this is more or less a replacement for that. But you can use it also for like your own personal reminders, because yeah, I mean, I can just show one example quickly. This was the mythic test here. Yeah, I get reminders, right, to use Transcendence, use Zao, just like some test reminders. And you can set them up on this website. And the great thing about this website is, like, you can see where raid cooldowns are assigned. So you know, hey, like at this spot there's a lot of damage taken. I know that because the spell is happening here, but we don't have a lot of heal cooldowns, so maybe I use my personal there. Let's say I want to add, like, a Tiger's Lust here. You can still glow raid frames. That still works. You can select them here. You can make your own text. Like by default, it would just use the spell text, but you can make your own text. You can change the TTS. You can add a countdown, how long it's being shown for. You can use even a custom sound here. Actually, you could do raid frame glows in this tab currently, not in that one, but yeah, whatever. And eventually, I don't know when this will be implemented, but I assume it's here by midnight. You can export all bosses at once. So right now, you would export here and import them into the game. You import them here, and then you have it here. And then, like, let's just add a second one just so we have more than one. Right? You can rename them. You can select which one is loaded. So like before each boss, like basically like an MRT node, you would select which one you want. Maybe name them according to your group. Maybe you have different groups you raid with, whatever you want. And only the raid leader has to do this, right? This gets shared on ReadyCheck. Like the raid leader selects, hey, this is our active node, and then on ReadyCheck, this gets shared. That's why it's also important, and this is true for the next step as well when we get to it, that after the ReadyCheck, you don't make changes anymore. Like, don't load a new reminder after ReadyCheck or even move people around in the raid frame. Or if you do, just make a new ReadyCheck. Because like some things I can't do on pull anymore, because on pull all communication is restricted. So I have to do it before, and I just chose the ReadyCheck as like the most consistent thing that happens to use that. Yeah, and then just one, like you can customize these a lot, almost like weak hours, not quite, but like almost, I guess.
Give eye on buck.
Sorry, TTS is going on,
Personals.
but you can see like you can change a lot of default options or size, font, whatnot, right? There's even like the rate frame thing here is still available. You can change the position of it. Yeah, and by default this is enabled, but like it is enabled to use whatever the rate leader has set in the node. You can disable this and then use MRT node instead if you still want to. So you can just copy paste the same string that you export from WoW utils into the MRT node if that's how you prefer it. You can, for example, choose, like here you choose if you want icons or bars. I don't know, it's like a lot of things you can just go through, I guess. And just for like early progression, keep in mind that this is all based on timers. There's like no proper events you can go off really anymore. Like there's some you could do it, but it's annoying. So this is mostly based on just combat time. So especially if you're like super early on progression, things might not be perfect. But I think for reminders, it's fine, even if it's off by like 2 or 3 seconds in most cases. And it would be, at least it would be consistently off throughout each pool. But I'll try to update this as quickly as possible if like, or some of it is down to WoW utils to display spells at the correct time. So I don't know how fast this will be updated, but yeah. My part is basically the phase detection, like when a new phase change happens. Yeah, that's that. And then there's the assignment tab, which is important to note. This is all pre-pull assignment, right? There's no in-combat decision making being done by the add-on, which would be against like Blizzard's new philosophy. So it's not doing that. There's also my philosophy. I don't want to be using any workarounds to do in-combat decisions, unless like you see Liquid, Echo, Method, whoever doing that, and Blizzard doesn't care. Then I'm like, because there might still be workarounds for this, and then I will add that as well. But I will not be the one to start all this. I would prefer that not to be possible, so I will not do it myself. For example, on Chimeras here, we have this green soak text. This is basically just group 1 and 2 soaks the first one, group 3 and 4 soaks the second one. That's it. I only get two groups. Group 2, I don't know, should be happening soon. I guess we died. I think I skipped one anyway. On the next set, it would, here, it's the red text, don't soak. Just one example. The other example that I have at the moment would be this one. Because this is predetermined on Mythic at least to target the 4 healers you have. So you can pre-assign who goes into which soak. This is currently done by like a melee range priority stuff. The timer here is not accurate as you can see, but like right now it shows me to soak star. So the idea is you would put down 4 world markers, and that's where each of them go. The healers will be told to each go to 1 marker, and then 4 additional people per soak, and then right. And again, this is like if people die, if you have 3 dead people from one group, the add-on won't adjust that. Right. Actually, I think you could do that. I think that's you could do, but I don't know. Maybe I add that. Let's see. We'll see. But the idea is, yeah, it's all determined the moment you pull. There's no in-combat decision being made. It's essentially just a reminder, automated, done by the add-on. And this tab, as well as the next one we got to, they both use the display options from the reminders. So whatever you change here, like you can move them around as well, right? Will apply to how these are displayed as well. Here again, as shown, these 3 boxes here, they only need to be set by the raid leader. And this one is like the weak aura you may know from Manaforge, where it told you your assignment when a new node was pushed. This one works the same way, just that it has to be on pull, because otherwise I don't know what boss you're pulling, right? Like I don't know which assignment is relevant. And then the next step is the encounter alerts, which is like a very small weak aura pack-ish rate pack, I guess. Just 3 examples I have for this here. For example, on Vorasius, it shows the fixate. This dodge is a reminder, so don't care about this. But here, there's a fixate. There's a sound to this as well. This is done through like this alert you get. So this, I mean, Blizzard is sending this alert. If it's possible they remove this alert, I don't know. But this is just using Blizzard's info how it's intended, I think. And it doesn't know when the fixate is gone or anything, right? It just tells you, hey, you had a fixate. I show it for, I don't know, I think 10 seconds or something, and that's it. Or for example, here on this part, I would show you when to use your gateway. Just like generic reminders that are always the same. Like this is, you will see this gateway, like the way we did it, like the moment he landed, we would use the gateway to get to the middle immediately. And like the timer's pretty accurate, and then you're all here. Well, this should be hiding at 0. I didn't add that, but yeah, you get the idea. And then I guess this one is the most, I don't know if controversial, but I'm sure there will be more controversial things we'll see. But here you can see, for anyone who hasn't done this fight, these ads, they have a buff, which with each having a different amount of stacks, and you can only CC them if they're at 0 stacks. So right now you see at the bottom of my screen here, there's one where it says a green CC. This one has 0 stacks. When you CC one of them, the other ads lose 1 stack. So you have to like interrupt or CC them in order from like CC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. And it just displays that, right? It's literally just displaying the information that Blizzard gives me, but in a more readable way, I guess. And then you always know like which ads I have to go to next. For example, I know I'm going to these, I CC these, I know immediately my ring is gonna take care of these 2, and I know immediately after that I can interrupt this one, and it's done, right? I don't have to guess when it's my turn. Yeah, and then I mean, yeah, you would have to enable these for each boss you want this. Currently, there's like no setting to, I don't know, only enable 1 alert per boss or something. It's like either all or nothing. This would be a lot of work to do that properly and like maintain it, especially. Yeah. And then there's the ready check tab. This still has the cooldown checking that was already in place in the last season. So just quickly recap, you can add your own cooldown of a spell or an item, and on ready check it will check, will the spell be ready by the time we pull the boss? Because a lot of spells don't reset when you wipe. So you can be like, I don't know, I know this is rejuvenation, but just as an example, right, you can add spells, items, whatever you want here, and enable this, set your pull timer, and you're done. And then on ready check it would post and rage chat, hey, this spell is still on cooldown. And then there's these, all optional, default, and disabled. Like right now, if you see, I make a ready check, and a lot of things will pop up.
Rebuff Mark of the Wild.
Right? Obviously, this is because this character is green geared and stuff. It doesn't have anything. But the idea is like on ready check, and it's only active, I think, from heroic and upwards. I think I disabled it in normal. To double check, hey, is all your gear correct? Did you miss anything? Maybe an item isn't equipped at all, which has happened to us before. Does everyone have your raid buff? People, did you zone a healer? Right, those kind of things. Do you have a gateway control chart in your bag and bound to any keybind at all? Right, just like some quality of life things. Yeah, I think that covers everything for now.